Hey, good afternoon, Prophet Frederick here. Just checking in, just in South Florida still. We tried to activate the communities years ago in the last 24 years, some way, shape, or form. Now, the thing is, the communities, we the people must come together as communities and have community meetings to find out what we have to do to sustain our communities. So, within 6 blocks radius of this house here, over 40% to 45% of them are illegals in these houses. And I don't know what it is in other neighborhoods, but on grid streets, it could be anywhere from 30% on up. So they're invading. So in the end time, that China rides the bear. Mosquitoes out here. And China rides the bear. So the dragon rides the bear is what it says. The dragon rides the bear. So the China's behind the fentanyl and all this crazy stuff, but they're blaming Russia. So they're trying to get you all focused on Russia, Ukraine, Palestine, Israel, whatever, to keep your mind out of their business. So the dragon rides the bear. So there's a lot of stuff that China's doing, and the people are just oblivious to it because they're asleep. They're asleep. And a lot of stuff has been written about back in the day, but not. It's more like outlines about what the enemy's been doing. Because we knew, years ago, we were told, 15, 20 years ago, that they would come across the southern border way before it got this bad. But of course, unless, it affects you, let's just say your neighbors are fighting over there, next door, and you just have to close your windows and go to sleep. But that doesn't correct anything. So why is it happening in your house, your neighborhood, your street, and all this stuff? And the goat cities are getting goatier and worse and worse and worse, closing down stores like no tomorrow. And all the communities, they're coming after the community, just as Trump said. They're not after me, said Trump. They're after you. So they're here to devour, tread down, and the transition, like I talked about, they're looking for a better institution. So all the institutions have to be crushed, including religiosity and everything, because we've got to turn into communities. We the people, we the people. Otherwise, no one will survive. So as God transforms the earth through the magnetics and the sunspots and the photons, the coronal mass ejections, to where we're going to be dancing in the fire, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego with the Son of God. Well, God burns off all the chaff, the people who are not looking out for their neighbor, the ones that are not community oriented, they're just here in selfishness, are going to be burnt up. So in the book of Enoch, first paragraph, it says, to the people in the great tribulation, when the wicked will be removed. The great tribulation, when the wicked will be removed. Now, that's why they took the book of Enoch out of the canonization of the books. And there's a lot of other books they took out of there because they didn't want you to know. And they don't want you to know about Magdalene, what do you call her? Magdalene, Magdalena. They didn't want you to know that she was a disciple of Jesus, as all these women were helping Jesus during the time, and they weren't talked about because man wanted to dominate. So the Nephilim, lusted over the daughters of men and fell. And we're just riding this insanity of time to where they're crushing the women, raping the children, as they've always done since the fall of the Nephilim. So it doesn't stop there. You see that Hollywood's going down. You see all the pedophiles in the White House, the Pizzagate, the hot dogs, pizza, the sound of freedom, and all this stuff has always been here, been going on. But now they don't care. They're exposing their junk out in the open. But we, the communities, in order to keep our children and families safe, need to have community activist meetings and peaceful meetings to find solutions to keep our community safe, just as Nehemiah rallied the troops to build the wall. Reread Nehemiah, help rebuild the wall to fortify the city. Now, in this time, we need a border wall, but to fortify your city, We have to know what's going on. We have to see what's going on. We have to pray about and declare and do something about it, because, God's waiting on us. We all say we're waiting on God. Well, what are we waiting for? We're the waiters. Unless you do something at all, do something, nothing will change. If you don't do something, nothing will change. So we're in the greatest tribulation of times, and the troops have yet to be rallied. Here in Manatee County, when people started coming here in the early 2000s, 2000 through 2007, tons of people came here because God told them to. But the problem is they just went and sat in the back of the churches and haven't said anything at all. And they're letting the bastards take over, the fallen ones, the ones that don't know who their daddy is. They're not. God's not their daddy. They're their own prideful, arrogant bleeps. So, like I told you, we're going to be leaving Manatee County here in the next couple of days, and Pride Park is where the demons play, but the principalities play in the systems of religion and government. And unless we, the people, stand up, we are part of the problem also. So I don't have all the solutions. All I know is we, the people, cannot stand down anymore. We must take a stand and do something peacefully. Otherwise, our children, your wives, your family will be taken by the storm. I'm talking about the storm of evil. Because this is the Third World War, the lie against the truth, the storm of the lies against the truthers. And, I tried to get this word out for many times, but the rich people, they can get 1 million views or whatever. And I don't know what to tell you. Have a lot of revelation, but hardly one or two, maybe a handful want to partake. And we're scattered about the earth. There's a certain part that we the people have to do, and God has to do most of it by getting us like-minded, the mind of Christ being you as Christ Jesus, in order to activate, in order to take back our grounds. Nehemiah builds the wall, and I'll stop there. We'll do another one soon. So God bless you. Appreciate you. Like and subscribe. God bless.